So as everybody's been asking, and it's been about 3 weeks since I finished it now. I can't remember, 2.5. It's been at least 2 weeks. Yeah, going on 3 weeks, I think. Here's the pond that is now finished. I never got a finished video of it because I waited till the following weekend, brought the skid steer home and got everything graded out. As you can tell, somewhat decent. It ain't the prettiest in the world, but it'll work for now. It won't hold water. I'm standing here on the dam. I've yet to put the overflow pipe in yet. It's going to go right here. I think I have a little while, as it has yet to rain since I've started the pond, so it will not fill up until it rains and the groundwater gets back up. We've had a abnormally dry summer, so all the ponds are nice and dry. But I put me some big stumps in here for some fish habitat. It's right at 9 feet deep here at the pond dam. Like I said, I don't remember if I showed what that looked like before, but that's where I piled up some of the dirt. This wasn't a lot. It was probably 50, 60 truckloads. Kind of went in the woods here and graded that out somewhat. It's better than it was. It ain't perfect. But water level, I've lost all my marks. It's pretty close up here to the top edge all the way around. Kind of wanted that effect where you really don't have a lot of pond bank. Oh yeah, here's a line right here. Right here is water level. So I mean, you really only have a few inches at the ground. I went ahead and took the excavator and rammed some old light poles in the ground for a dock. Sure is a whole lot easier to put those in now. That red line is water level, so I know where to put my band on. So down here looking at it, I'm about 4.5 foot of water right here. I mean, we're only I forgot how big I made it. 20 foot, I think. 16. It doesn't matter. It will when I start framing it though. And dug a kind of a hole out right here. It's probably another 4 foot deep. That way if you decide to jump off the end of the dock, you won't face plant the ground. So there's water level here. It's got a little depth to it. But on average, I'd say the pond's a good 5 or 6 foot deep. And I'll walk up here to the head section. Best I figured out, it's close. It's between 1/2 acre and 3/4 of an acre. It was right at 4,000 cubic yards of dirt between the ashes and everything I hauled out. 241 loads plus some topsoil loads, and I think it was 14 loads of ashes and crap from all my burning. But this will be the creek that will come in here to fill it up. I meant to grade that out a little bit better, but I forgot. And I built a shelf over here along this edge. It's about 2.5 to 3 foot under the water. Mostly about 2.5. That'll give a place for the fish to bed on and everything to be a little more protected up there. So, but there it is. Like I said, here's the ditch. I pretty much dug all the way up to the property line here in the woods. I'll show you what it is. They clear cut all this land about 18 to 20 years ago, best I can determine by counting the tree rings on all the trees that have sprouted back. But they have attempted to dig like drainage ditches through the woods. There's, I don't know how many acres drain into here. It's probably a good, I'd say there's at least 20 acres that drain into here. So that's the ditch that goes up through the woods. All winter long, this is slam full of water and flowing pretty good. Like I said, when we get a big rainstorm, I have seen it gushing through here. Usually all winter long, this is about 8 inches of water right here. Before I cut the ditch out, I had the creek diverted. Here's my water level mark right there. So this will kind of keep a little bit of water in here. That'll be during the winter when it stays full. That'll give a good place for the little small fish to hang out, where the big fish can't eat them all and everything. But it will eventually fill up. I have seen enough water during one rain to fill this up, so I won't give my hopes up since it hasn't rained. But we had one, it was probably a 3 or 4 inch rain, and it fell so much damn water through here about washed this farm away. So hopefully that will not happen before I get the pipe in. But as soon as some water starts getting in here, I'm gonna go ahead and make the purchase on that pipe. I don't feel like spending money quite yet, but it'll happen sooner or later. So there it is, farm pond number 3.